Hey there, Foundation staff. Sherm here. In case you're new to the channel, my name is Sherman, or TheeSherm. I run Site42. Now, the reason we're doing this is, yay, we have 2K subs, so thank you all for subscribing. And now, because Site42 is not just about me, it's about getting good SCP stuff out there, I'm going to show you guys, as requested, a walkthrough of my recording setup, or excuse for recording setup. That way, anybody who wants to make SCP recordings of their own has a jumping off point. Now, I have the live chat pulled up. I'm going to answer questions after I'm done, but I want to get through the equipment quickly. That way, everybody gets the information before we get into the chitter chatter. So just a quick story before I start. The reason that I can do this, that I have this idea, is because when there's a couple YouTube channels that I watch and I focus the channel on kind of running the way they do, kind of look at successful people. And the three big ones that I follow along with as my channel model are Markiplier, MatPat from Game and Film Theory, and Philip DeFranco. I figure they're giant successful YouTubers, so if I do what they do, it will be a success. So MatPat did a behind the scenes of their house for YouTube Creator Academy. And he it was downstairs, it was their laptop and editing room. And then he did a behind the scenes of the GT Live room. And then he showed his recording closet because he still records in a closet that's been converted into a recording studio. So that inspired me to set up my own particular poor man's recording studio. And that's what I'm going to show you guys now so that you can do the same thing, because there's a little equipment you need to have. If you want to do high quality recordings, you have to have a decent mic. But I'm going to show you what I have now, and I'll tell you a little bit about how I've evolved. So first and foremost, I'm going to switch the camera around to the front view, and I'm going to show you what it looks like before I sit down. So this is my recording setup. Back up. There's the chair. So this is what it looks like when I sit down to record. Now, this is because as you can see, I have my laptop propped up on a thing. That is because it is more convenient for me to set up my microphone here than next to an actual computer desk. And I'll explain why I have that weirdness in a minute. So yeah, let's get down to everything we need. The first thing you need is a computer. This is my computer. It is a basic laptop. It's not garbage. It's not like Alienware or anything. It's just a laptop. It does the job. Hi, you can see yourselves in the chat. Hi, guys. And so you don't need a supercomputer. You just need a computer. Link to that. Now this back here, this is a Focusrite Scarlett Solo microphone condenser. Now, the only reason that I even know what a microphone condenser is because I had to find a way to hook my professional microphone to a laptop. And so this little black thing you see in the bottom left is the microphone cord plugging into the condenser, and that plugs into this gray cord, which goes to the USB on the computer. So you can't hook a real microphone up to your computer. You need a condenser. Now, that microphone cord, which is bought separately for the microphone, all accessories bought separately, goes up to this microphone stand, basic microphone stand, and up to this microphone here. Now, this is a Shure, S-H-U-R-E, Beta 58A microphone. Sometimes they'll run about $100 to $150. Now, I only had this on hand because I was a wedding singer for a while. And so when I was in the band, I had to buy myself a microphone so I could be in the band and sing in the band. So conveniently, this is the bread and butter stage microphone, but it can also be used for voice acting. It's kind of middle of the road. This is about as cheap as you can get. A lot of people I hear the term Blue Yeti, and I hear a lot of people talk badly about Blue Yeti. I'm not sure. But I've been told by audio techs that a Shure Beta 58A is your basic starting, this is what you should get as a microphone. And then you have to have a pop guard of some sort. I got that later. If you go back to season 1 and season 2, you'll see that I was not using a pop guard. Season 3 is when I finally got a pop guard because I actually started getting some professional freelance voiceover work. I do some corporate voiceover work, and I needed to get a pop guard to update that. And so benefit, Site 42 got an update as well. Now we're going to talk about this monstrosity. This is an ironing board on its side. Yes, Sherman, we can tell that. Shut up. And this is a blanket. Now, if you were in a real recording studio, you'd have walls that guard from echoes. And I don't have a real recording studio. So this blanket is trying to dampen the echoes. It does, I'd say, a 90% good job. One of our guest contributors is Viking Guitars' Eric Peabody. And he pointed out that he could hear a little echo on my recording, but much less than usual. So he's a professional audio tech and musician, and he thought it was good enough that he worked with me. So at least we got that going for us. You'll need a music stand just to hold your scripts. This is, again, from my days with the band. It is tall because I sit up with a chair now, but you could also get something that holds it like on your desk. That way you can like read your script without your hands. That's very helpful. So let's see, mic stand. I have an iPad that I keep my scripts on, so I read from the iPad while I go. You might, if you're doing like a theater show, you'll have paper scripts, but that's for me. And then we have this setup here. And coming over the computer, this is over here. This is my webcam because the laptop's webcam kind of skips a little bit and I needed something a little more high quality. So when I upgraded my phone recently, thanks Mom for the Christmas present, I kept the old one, and this is my iPhone 5, which I use the front camera, which is a little lower quality, but I can then see where I am in the frame, which is very helpful so that like you guys don't get my head cut off. See, beautifully framed photo right there. And so I'll hit that button there, and that is literally a selfie stick that I was given in a vase held up by some laundry so that it doesn't shake and fall over. So we have selfie stick, iPhone 5 for webcam, and then we have our laptop. You should always have some water when you're recording because you're going to cough and you're going to work your throat like a muscle. It's exercise. And make sure you don't use cold water. I don't know if you guys know that. You want to keep room temperature water because cold water will constrict your throat. The same way you don't want to use soda or anything with sugar because sugar makes your throat sticky. Bubbles make your throat hoarse. So room temperature water, you can kind of get away from with tea, but you want to do low caffeine tea because caffeination tightens up your throat. So now let's be fair. I break these rules a lot. I'm always drinking coffee. So at least it's warm, but it is caffeine. This box here is to hold up my computer because I'm 6 foot tall. So for a while there, I was hunching down to type, but I am an old 31-year-old man, and I eventually hurt my back by hunching over and stretching in weird ways to record. So everything with my recording setup is set to my height now. That way I can not have to hunch over and lean over because then I'll, hurt myself again, and that's bad. You want to make sure you're comfortable while you're recording because you're probably going to be doing it for hours on end. And make sure to get up and walk around and scrunch your shoulders, all those kind of ergonomic things people do in office jobs. You want to worry about that as well. So yeah, that is my entire setup. Oh, I can tell you guys a little bit of what I used to do in the past. So before I came up with this ingenious ironing board and blanket idea, I used to literally record in a blanket fort. In my blanket fort, I would set it up with luggage and the ironing board, and I would literally sit under a tent. And in that tent, I would record the same reason with the blanket, so it would down out the echoes. That was back hunching and bad, so we moved our way on from that. Beyond that, this microphone, this webcam used to be propped on boxes and like propped up with like a pillow, and like I had to set the angle right until I was gifted a selfie stick, because I mean, I never ever wanted to buy a selfie stick, but they are insanely useful. So before I propped it up on boxes, I actually left it here on like sitting on the laptop. So this is what it used to look like. Now, because I'm 6 foot tall, I am taller than the camera when it's on my laptop. And if you're in theater and film, or theater, there's no cameras in theater. If you're in film and modeling and photography, that's what I meant to say, then downward angles are always bad in pictures. You can always like see like the crumples on someone's neck, and it's really not good for the visuals. So an upward angle from above, just like MySpace angles, those are always better looking. So you want to, that's why my camera is now here, because this looks a lot better than here. You can see under my neck, it's all weird. Now I look like I have a chin. No chin? Yes, chin. So every little bit helps. Is there anything else? Got all the tech, got all the before and after. No, that's everything. So let me put this camera right here. And yeah, I'll leave it here, whatever. So yeah, now that I've gone through the walkthrough, that was a quick 12-minute tutorial. Anybody who wants to do SCP recordings, this is not the bare minimum, but I think at least a microphone that is good with what's the phrase I'm looking for? With a echo dampener, this is pretty much the minimum you need to record a high quality video. So that is what I suggest. Let me get this so it sits up. Gosh darn it. There we go. Not going to fall over now. So, oh, the chat is glitching out. That is very unfortunate. So, I was going to say let's do some Q&A if you guys have any questions about the setup, but it looks like the chat is having a problem. So that is most unfortunate. So what I'm going to say is that if the chat is stuck, if you have any questions about recording equipment, then, okay, if it's just Ellen whose chat is messing up, then if you have any questions about audio equipment, feel free to ask. I'll hang out for a couple minutes. Quartz has made it just in kind. What kind of software do I use? That's a great question, and we'll get more into that into the editing tutorial that'll be next week. I say tutorial like it's not just going to be a video of me editing, which is super boring, but I'll do it for you guys. I use Audacity, which is a free program. So all of this microphone is hooked up, and then I just boot up Audacity and record everything and edit everything in Audacity. There are definitely better programs with nicer recording setups and effects, but I mean, if it's free, it's for me. Haha. Keep it cheap while we're low tech here. Beyond that, yeah, any other questions from the chat on audio tech? I think I've pretty much rounded it all out. Like, I don't think I missed anything. I've got cords and stands and yeah. All right, so this was a pretty good good chat, guys. Good talk. So if anyone's interested in making their own SCP recordings, how necessary is an audio interface, asks Penguinator. So clarify for me, do you mean like the condenser? The Focusrite Scarlett Solo in my case? Until the chat says, because the chat has a delay. Okay, so yes, the audio condenser. So to be 100% honest, I have no idea why an audio condenser is necessary. I am not knowledgeable about tech in that way. All I know is that I needed something to get my professional microphone cord to hook up to a USB. And when I typed microphone to USB, it gave me a condenser. So after I got it and had been using it for a while, I heard that it's very necessary. So it's totally a thing you need to have. It's just, I didn't know that at the time, and I don't really know what it does now, except when I hear condenser, I think, oh, it takes like all the sound and condenses it into a USB thing. So, I mean, that's what condenser sounds like to me. So, yeah, pretty much you need it to get a microphone signal to your computer is what I believe. Turns out that you don't really need to know, you just need to have one. So, is there any other technical questions? Anything about your recording setups at home? Any questions about why I have something I have? Let's see. It really is like that, Quartz. Tech is a hard thing to master. You are correct. There's so much tech equipment. And like, I have this now iPhone on a selfie stick in a vase with some laundry to hold it from shaking. And I said, that used to be luggage on a pillow as a camera stand. It's just, you keep building it up. Do I have a cat? You see my cat tree. Yes, I do have 2 cats. If you check out the Site 42 holiday live stream, although I don't remember which episode, so you kind of have to watch the whole thing, my cat Giacomo makes an appearance because he was really upset that I was taking up the entire living room for the recording setup, and that was pretty funny. So I have 2 cats. I have Giacomo and Dora. They are twins. They are adorable. And so, not technically an audio question, but cats are great, so hey. All I know how to set up is a graphic tablet. Anything else, I got 0 ideas. That's okay. I don't know anything about a graphic tablet. Visual arts are not a thing I know about. I can performance art, and I can do a little bit of audio tech, but I can't draw anything. Jesus. How many volts would it take to fish up a massive eldritch entity? It's requesting Cheetos. Send help. Okay, Quartz. Well, good luck. We're not gonna see him again. It's not gonna happen. Try a 9-volt battery. Maybe that will do the job. So, yeah, I think we are all set. We're at about 18 minutes. Anybody who needed to learn about audio tech, this is your opportunity. Oh, okay, a bit off topic, but Dilligaf wants to know what I think of YouTube's new policy. Now, here's the big deal. I'm going to give this speech now, because it'll take less than 2 minutes, and I already got the good part of this video done. So here we go. Number one, okay, before I give my speech, Philip DeFranco yesterday talked about this in his show, and I think he's spot on. So that's like a really good look at what's going on. But the short version is, it's not about Logan Paul as much as about like hate groups getting ads on their videos. And I don't think hate groups should have ads on their videos, really. And what's the phrase I'm looking for? They normally don't have 1,000 subscribers, so I think that's what YouTube's trying to do, is get the people who don't have that many subscribers. It is harder to get into the market, but in the same token, they're not grandfathering in people who already have it. That's really rough. That's kind of hard, and I don't like that as much. But if you have less than 1,000 subs, and you have less than 4,000 watch minutes, to balance it out, Site 42 has just over 2K subs. Yay, celebrate! But we also have 335,000 watch minutes this month. 335,000 watch minutes, whereas you only need 24,000 watch minutes a year to get into the program besides 1,000 subs. And Amazing Ellen just nailed my view on the head which is if you're under 1,000 subs and you're under 4,000 watch minutes a year, you're making $1 a month on YouTube monetization. Like, you're just not making any money. So I understand it sucks to get kicked off. Like, that's awful. But in the same token, you're not losing a lot if you're making like $1 a month in monetization. But I understand that, I mean, Site42 started because my old video I just did for fun for voice acting demos to get jobs was SCP-231. And because no one else had recorded SCP-231 at the time, my video got 12,000 views over the course of a year. Like, I left it alone and ignored it, but enough people watched it. And the old bar to get monetization was that your entire channel just needed 10,000 views. So because I had 12,000 views, I was like, oh, well, I mean, if people are watching it, I'll just monetize it. And I left it on. And then only after like another 6 months I was like, you know what? This is a good way to make SCP things. I like SCP. I want to make the art for it. I want to get other people to make the art. And so I started building the channel from there. But yeah, getting 1,000 subs is hard. I talked to Volgan. I talked to Eastside Steve. I talked to SCP Illustrated a little. I'm trying to like, personally for me in the channel, I'm trying to like build the community and get everybody working on each other's stuff rather than just kind of focusing on their own. Because if we work as a community, all of us have different talents and we'll make better art if we work together than apart. Better art if we work together than apart. But in that vein, my talent beyond doing the audio work is marketing. I've worked in retail, I've worked in sales, and I've worked in communications, and my ability is I am very good at marketing. I'm very good at hype. There's once in a while, there'll be a meme about Site42 over advertising, and that's great. I love it because even though some people see me hyping my videos too much, it's better than me not hyping my videos and no one else hyping my videos. And every time I hype my video, the normal people see it, and so they see it a million times. Yeah, they're sick of Site42 being all up in their business, but at the same time, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Every time I get someone new, that means I succeeded. And that's the goal is there's Tat's Top Videos has I think they have like 500,000 subscribers. Volgan has 50K, Eastside Steve has 45K, SCP Illustrated just skyrocketed to 11K. SCP Illustrated, makes a good product. Not a lot of people do like his storyboarding style of video. So that's a good reason why he got a huge spike. But you can't always depend on luck or being in the right place at the right time with the right kind of art. And so for all of us who have not that style of luck or particular skill set that explodes, advertising. So that is a big deal, and that's, so yes, for the entire YouTube policy, it comes down to go get some advertising. Have I ever talked to Nature's Temper? I have talked to him once. We have not collaborated on anything yet, but we have, like, messaged each other on Facebook and been like, hey, what's up, dude? You're pretty cool. I like you. So, I gotta see about getting more people in the fold. So, yeah, so this was a 10-minute speech on YouTube and marketing on the back end of, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Your tech demo. So I hope you enjoyed the tech demo, all of that. And then beyond that, a little extra business talk, which is always good. It's good to talk about the business and marketing and getting your 1,000 subs. And we've dated the video a little bit with the YouTube policies, but that's what we got to do. So, talking about YouTube on YouTube, that's how we do. We're meta like that. But beyond that, we've hit 25 minutes. I think this is a good place to cut the video. I'm going to be around on the Discord all day, so if you want to continue chatting about stuff like this, let's take it off video and go into the Discord server. So, thank you, Foundation staff, for hanging out. I hope this makes some of you guys, hope this helps some of you guys make better videos in the future, or helps some inspire you to make some videos of your own. See you next time, guys. Peace out. And finger poke you in the face.